Hey guys, my name is Ben Howard, and we're out here at the Gospel Discovery to check out their 9-hole disc golf course and to film a battle between the Castiplas Berg and the Luft Hydrogen. These are probably the most opposite discs out of like the whole lineup I've got, because the Hydrogen's very glidey, very straight, doesn't want to really move left or right at all. It goes very far, whereas the Berg doesn't have a lot of glide. It's kind of overstable, but you can make it turn over, you can make it hyzer out, you can do a lot of stuff with it. You can even forehand it, which is very nice for one of these approach discs. But this looks like it should be a very short course, so it might actually kind of hurt the Hydrogen a little bit, because I know like on hole 1 we've got like a short island hole, but let's see how it goes. All right, so for hole 1, like I said, island green, 190 feet ahead. If you don't cross in bounds, you take it at the little red piece of wood just in front of us. Looks like the ground slopes away behind the basket, so I really just want to try and land short of it. Just never try really get it above the hill at all. Oh, hit the gap. Uh-oh. Oh, hit the 10 Commandments. That's good. Just need a little higher. Ooh, get through the gap. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Get there. Oh. Yep. Got to give it a little extra effort that I'm not used to having to give with the Lunas, but should be able to get used to it. There we go. All right, so for hole 2, we got a par 3, 230 straight ahead, surrounded by these 2x4s, I believe. Not really sure what they are from back here, but biggest thing to worry about is we've got this red arrow, which marks as a Mando to the right. I believe there's a drop zone up ahead if I miss it, but shouldn't be an issue. You just got to throw it out to the right on a little bit of hyzer, throw it a little bit higher than I normally would, just because it's a little uphill. I didn't throw it wide enough, but wow, that plays a lot farther than I thought it would. Really need to throw that flat. Man, okay. That's better. I'm still probably just going to go as far as the Hydrogen did, yeah. See if I can give this a little bit of a run. I don't think I can get there as the spin putt, so I'm just going to try and do a little toss. Say hi. Ooh, almost. All right, trying to do the same thing I did with the Berg. Just got to watch out for this one wooden post. Ooh, hit the line, just needed it higher. All right, so we're on hole 3, par 3, 229. Got kind of a bamboo hole at USDGC type thing. Just got to hit this gap. If you miss it, go to the drop zone. Nothing really else to do. Just gotta worry. Main thing, just worry about the height, because I just want to get under that, but nothing too complicated. Get past it. Okay, yep. Might be under that tree off to the left, but not bad. Hit the gap. Oh, turn. Okay. I didn't miss the Mando. That's good. Just got slipped out of my hand on that one. Pulled it a little bit, but that's fine. Go. That's a good two. I like that hole a lot. That's pretty cool. Nice way to make a open hole into a more challenging hole. All right, so for hole 4, 180 feet, straight ahead, tucked in the wood line. It's a little downhill, so I gotta be careful with my speed control on this shot, but I'm just gonna try and throw this out to the right, throw it soft, and just let that kind of natural overstability drag it back to the left. Really don't even need to run up on this, but I'm gonna give it just a quick little run up. Oh, too much hyzer. Okay. There'll probably still be a putt, but I don't know what it's like behind the basket, so let's see. Hit that a little bit harder, but I think that just scooted up under the basket, but we'll see. Ah, dang it. Just barely pulled it. There we go. All right. Brings us back to 2 strokes. All right, so for hole 5, it's 160 feet straight ahead, just behind this tree. I don't know if you can really see that tree or not, but on this one, you've got 2 different gaps, but since we're playing the green tee pad, with Mando left gap. So I think I would try and throw the forehand with the Berg on the shot, but I don't think I can get it. I don't feel comfortable throwing it that hard, so I'm just going to try backhand turnover with both of them. Hopefully I get out of the way so you can actually see this. Don't need to throw it very hard, just need to make sure just to get it down to the ground as fast as I can. Ah. Huh. I got on a touch of anhyzer, just kind of flattened out and pushed straight. It was weird. I think I am just going to go with the forehand because that gap's so tight for a backhand. Just got to make sure to put this on a little bit of hyzer. Just make sure it doesn't get all the way to flat. It will kind of flip up on me. Oh, I pulled it. I hit the gap at least. Oh my gosh. The grip on this thing's so unique, you got to get used to it. Let's see. There we go. There we go. Say hi. Oh, almost. There we go. All right. We're on hole 6, par 3, 143 feet. Just see it straight ahead. It looks like it's set up more for a slight forehand turnover. So I'd be tempted to throw both of these on forehand just to see how they react. I'm gonna try it. Screw it. I'll do it with both of them. I know the hydrogen's a little bit less torque resistant, so I need to put a good amount of hyzer and just have it flip into the gap. Ooh. Oh. Okay. That's fairly good. Just gotta make sure it's pretty much all wrist. The Berg, I'm just gonna try and throw it flat. Just let it turn over by itself. Yeah, that was much cleaner, much better. Yeah, I didn't realize there was OB down here in this creek. Should have read the sign before I did that. Let's see. It hit the, I guess that's what that sound was that hit the bridge. So I would say it came out right about here. Let's go ahead and save my bar. Oh, dang. There we go. Brings us back to 1 stroke, I believe. On the last 3 holes. All right, so for hole 7, it's 220 feet just out to the right. This is a really difficult tee shot just because you've got a low ceiling and the ground slopes very high uphill, right, basically just outside this gap. So I'm gonna try a forehand again with the Berg and just see if I can get out the gap. As long as I hit this clean, I should be able to get up and down. I'm not really trying to get the birdie on this. Ah, oh, dang it. That would have been good too. Dang, just barely pulled it. Let's see. All right. For the hydrogen, I'm just gonna try and put this on a little bit of anhyzer, just have it just kind of draw itself to the right, not really try and get too much movement out of this. Just hit the gap. That's fine. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and have this. Just really need to get this on a bunch of anhyzer. Let it just get out there and just pan to the right. Nope, not enough anhyzer. It might be a putt. I'm not really too sure how far the basket is to the right, but we'll see. Okay, it is a lot farther to the right than it looked from the tee sign. And with it being uphill, probably just gonna have to throw this a lot harder than I would think. A shot like this. Oh, I pulled it. Nope. Yeah, another long putt. I'm gonna try and give this a little bit of a bid. Keep pulling it when I'm trying to throw it soft. Must be not lined up properly. There we go. All right, for hole 8, it's 160 feet straight ahead. Looks like biggest thing to worry about is the hill slopes away behind the basket, and it's elevated basket, so which it looked like the bottom of the basket might have been about 10 feet high. So definitely want to put this as close as I can. Biggest thing is just worrying about speed control in the shot. That was much better, but it's too far to the right, I think. I think I had perfect distance on that, just a little too much right, too much to the right. That's much better, I think. That might be a little long, but I think that should be closer than the hydrogen. We'll see. All right, so I had it a little backwards. I thought the hydrogen was going to be way off to the right, but well, they're closer than I thought. But hydrogen's definitely a little bit closer. If I'd have thrown the Berg a little bit softer, it would have been parked. Still got to putt at it. Barely pulled it. Dang it. I hate pulling putts. All right, for the hydrogen. Okay, could have been worse. Still out though. I don't know if y'all can hear that or not, but it's just a ton of water getting flung off this thing every time I do that. Oh, man. Barely off on both those putts. There we go. Yeah, okay, so not 10 foot tall. Like I'm like 5'9", so that's top of the cage about 6.5 feet. So, all right, so we're on hole 9, final hole of the video. It's 196 feet straight ahead. Looks like the biggest thing to worry about is the OB all to the right of the basket, which I believe is marked by these ropes. So it looks like the biggest things you want to air to the left. I'm gonna have to kind of hurry because it's starting to rain. Oh, it's not gonna get left enough. Swing. Okay, it might have got left enough, but doesn't matter. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Ah, I didn't throw on any hyzer. Oh, that dropped too. Ooh, that might be out of bounds. We'll see. There's looks like there's 2 drop zones ahead of us. Ooh, all right. I got to make this with the hydrogen or for the hydrogen to win, I believe. If not, I'm sure you all know the score better than I do. There we go. So yeah, I'll go ahead and tally up the scores and get into one. All right, so I had the scores wrong in my head. So the hydrogen won by 2 strokes over what I thought was 1. But yep, so it means the hydrogen is moving on to the next round. Sadly, Berg got kicked out, which I'm not surprised. The hydrogen's just a really good throwing putter, and the Berg it's a good disc. It's just not great for longer throws, obviously. Whereas the hydrogen, I could push it out to about 250 feet. Berg, I might be able to get to 30-ish on a really good throw, but like you could see, it just kind of just like there's no way I'm getting it like a flex shot to like pan out and flex or anything like that. It's just gonna die whenever it runs out of energy, which is nice for approach disc, which is why I put it at number 2, because it's a very good approach disc. It's just not a great all-around throwing putter, which is not what I want out of this disc, out of this tournament anyway. I want a good approach disc. I've already got good throwing putters, but yeah, I'd say probably the biggest thing that hurt me with the Berg is like just the grip with the forehand. It's a much better. It's probably the best forehand approach disc in like a 1-speed disc kind of area. Like, because you can see with the hydrogen, I had to start it out on a ton of hyzer and it still turned over and burned over. So definitely, I like, because I look like even looking at the scorecard, you could see I don't think I took the same score on any hole except for like hole 2. Like these 2 discs are complete opposites, and like you could honestly have both of them in your bag and have 0 overlap at all, which is very nice. They all. So yeah, definitely would recommend the Berg if you've never tried one. I would definitely try it in the K3 plastic. If you're looking for more of that forehand approach disc, then I would try it in like a K1, K2. But definitely worth trying if you've never tried a K3 Berg. But yeah, guys, so for the course out here, I would say this is one of the better designed courses I've ever played. Not in that like all the holes out here are really good, just in that I don't think you could redesign this course and make it any better than it already is. Just like, because every hole out here, even the open ones, there's something that makes them different. And some of them can be considered gimmicky, kind of like hole 8, but there's also that kind of skill involved where it's on that hole, you have to make sure you land short of the basket. So that way the elevated basket is playing more towards a normal size basket. But if you throw it long, you're going to be putting to a much higher elevated basket than even if you were pin high of it. So there's a lot of good things about this course, I would say. And like the OB, some of the best OB I've ever seen, where it's just clearly marked. You've got ropes in the ground telling you exactly where they are. I don't know if they had a tournament out here or something. Maybe that's why it's like that. But if that's how it normally is, this is very, very nice. Just making it crystal clear where the OB is, where it's not. And even if you're not sure, they give you, there's a pamphlet on hole one that you can grab that's got all the hole distances marked on here. It's got a map showing you what the hole's supposed to look like, where you're supposed to be throwing from, with all the OB rules written and showing you where the drop zones are, where the mandos are, all that stuff like that. And this is something a lot of courses need, and honestly, something for UDisc to look into is just having some section on there where a course designer can go in and just mark how the OB is supposed to work. And so when you pull that hole up on your phone, you can see it on there, and you don't have to like run back to the T sign and look. You can just pull it up on your phone or something like this, where you can just have it in your hand and know, okay, it's on this hole. This is the drop zone if I go out of bounds here, or however it works. Only thing that was concerning me when I was looking into this course is a lot of people said that there's a lot of religious imagery out here, and it's not as bad as they were making it out to be. I mean, you're on a church campus, like I don't really know what you expected, because like on the map, every hole has like a verse, a Bible verse next to it, and then only one that's really in your face about it is like hole two, where like those posts, most of those posts have like some kind of sign on them with some religious stuff on it. But I mean, I grew up in church, so it's nothing crazy to me. But if that's something that makes you uncomfortable, then I might steer clear of this course. But this is definitely a fun one. I would say this isn't one I would like drive over like 30 minutes to play, really. But if this is close to you, this is a fun one. It's a lot of fun, and like definitely be a fun one if they were having like a league or something out here, like a weekly or some kind of flex start. This would be a lot of fun, because like especially if you're not throwing just one speeds, you could definitely birdie every hole out here, and it could be a very fun and exciting course. But yeah, guys. So one more thing I forgot to mention is I hit 100 subscribers a few weeks ago, and I've been trying to think of what I want to do for like a 100 subscriber special. I couldn't really think of anything concrete, so I ended up just asking my local Facebook group what I should do, and they ended up voting on me playing Linville until I ace. So I'm gonna try and go out there tomorrow and do that. Probably just gonna go out there. Depends on the weather. I'm probably gonna try and go out there as early as I can and just bring a bag full of discs and just keep playing until I ace. But I mean, I'll put a post out on the Facebook group when I get there. So if anybody wants to stop by and try and ace a hole with me, you can. But see how it goes. If it rains too much, I might just have to push it back. But we'll see how it goes. But thank y'all so much for getting me 100 subscribers. It means a lot that 100 people want to watch me play disc golf. It's not at all what I was expecting when I first started doing this. So, but thank y'all so much for watching. Have a good one. Bye.